Welcome back to the final segment of ILFL Soccer Night. As we were discussing in the previous segments, Mohammedan Sporting Club are the new 2017 UK BFC champions. So they now have the bragging rights of being the best Bangladeshi football team in UK. Jackie, if you want to say some final words for your team and the success you had this tournament itself.
Well, we're just grateful that we were given the opportunity to play first of all, and obviously we're pleased that we are the champions and that we're happy that everybody knows who we are again. Inshallah, next year we'll come back and we will try to defend the title. And I'm sure it'll be a very good tournament again next year, and we're looking forward to playing in it.
Once again, congratulations to Sporting Mohammedan Sporting Club for the achievement. And as I said before in the previous segment, it's a partnership between three organisations: Northern United FC in Northampton, Shapla League in Birmingham, ILFL in London. Between the three, if there's any other organisations or clubs that are going to get involved, please get in touch with one of the organisations and we'll discuss further and take from there. We look forward to 2018, but before that, if you look at the Vets League that took place last week, Thursday, if you can look at the information on the screen, some of the Premiership results. Robin Legends winning 1-0 against Abu Hanif Vets. London Tigers losing to Beaumont Masters. Stepney Legends winning 1-0 against Sire Vets, and Weavers Vets drawing against Mohammedan Vets. If you can look at the table for the Premiership, for the Weavers 2 points clear of London Tigers. As well, obviously you're there every week Thursday with the action. It's a very, very tightly contested between Weavers and London Tigers. Both teams in the final to look forward to in a couple of weeks' time, and both teams still going for the title. Who's your money on?
On form now, I'll say Weavers. I'm getting a bit concerned about London Tigers. They're going through a little dip, and unless they actually start changing it around or turning around, it's going to get a bit worrying because they could end up mid-table. Weavers, I mean, the other team as well, Bowman, I believe as well, they're sort of like climbing up as well. Weavers are playing phenomenal football. I mean, in pretty much all competitions.
What is it about London Tigers not pulling out the results? Or?
Well, I don't know if it's their full team, but the thing is that they're not scoring as many goals. Last season, you saw them scoring 3-4 goals per game. They're just getting just one goal and just defending it. So it's really. I don't know if they've got a full squad. They look like they're changing a lot of their players this time round, rather than having a consistent, main core of sort of like 4 or 5 players. It looks concerning regarding Tigers, and my concern is we are going through this really small dip, and unless they start pulling out of it fast, the Premierships, you can't hide in that league, and unless you start maintaining and be consistent every week in, week out, they're going to start falling apart.
Obviously, you played in the Vets League as well. In Division 2, London Legends are top with Beaumont Masters in second place. They're a new side, fresh side. I know a few of the players played for Abu Hanif last season. They're doing very well for a new team.
Very, very well. Yeah, I think there's a group of guys, friends, whatever you call it, but they're playing smashing football every Thursday. I think they've played together before, and I think they're going to keep climbing up the tables as they're going ahead. They're a very good side. Beaumont again, I mean, two of them are sort of dictating the Division 2, but you got to give it to the Legends, London Legends. I think they are a very, very good side.
They look good.
They're very good.
And hopefully they should get promoted. Jack, obviously you know some of the players, don't you? I think there's some of them from your club, likes of Fozzie, etc. They play for London Legends. Shano's there as well. Marvin was participating. Have you seen them in action in the Vets?
Well, I haven't been for the last few weeks, and there was a Vets tournament yesterday. Unfortunately, we didn't do too well in that one, but we have won that one previously as well. But hopefully we'll come back to that and go back to winning ways in the Vets soon. But with regards to London Legends, they've got fantastic players. Like, it's credit to them. It's lost to us because we lost quite good players there. But we're still in touch, and inshallah, hopefully coming through.
You said you've been there before. How's the atmosphere and the game quality of game with the Vets team? Because we're trying to get perception.
If anybody who used to watch the football before back in the day, it's like going into a time warp. You step into Babylon Green on a Thursday night, you've gone back 20 years. The atmosphere is that good because it's a friendly vibe. Everyone wants to play. Walk across the line, battles on, whistle's gone, walk off, it's done.
My next question to all you guys: why is the vet scene increasing? There seems to be more demand and there's more passion and there's more team coming forward. Because obviously now in our vets team we've got 24 teams and there's already 3-4 new teams interested in joining. We don't have the same with Open Age on a Sunday.
I think one of the things is also, remember, you've got 4 pitches. you've got 4 games happening, so you've got a lot of players having to be present as well, and you've got, like, for example, the other 4 matches just about to come over. So imagine the amount of players you've got, and these guys, most of the players from all teams know each other, so you've got that kind of bit of banter as well, that kind of sort of, you know, and I think that creates an atmosphere, like I think Jack Vowell said the other week, a carnival atmosphere.
Yeah.
And
I think it's more of a social gathering as well.
Yeah, I mean, it is, but I think, one of the things, I mean, when this was set up, one of the aims of our TVL was to keep men's health after 35 going. It was one of the one of the main agendas, and I think that's played a big part because previously there was nothing available. Yeah. But now when they're 32, 33, you could see people switching off, but now they look forward to playing in the Vets team, and it's such a big circle.
You should say that because a lot of players only last season said they can't wait till 3 months because they qualify.
Exactly.
They can't wait till next year they qualify. Even now, I've got a few players in my team saying, oh, I'm 34, I've got 3 months, I've got 6 months, I can't wait to go, and because they feel that they can obviously showcase their talent in the vet scene. And that's what our question, the drive and the passion in the Vets League seems to be increasing every season.
Definitely.
It's a new thing at the moment, so everyone wants to be involved in it. And it's a good vibe.
Last 5 years now, we've been going for 5 years.
I mean, it's enjoyable for everybody there, I think. But what it is, I believe the setup, the way the league is set up, the tournament makes it easy for the clubs to come and participate. In terms of they can register for a B team, for example. So, and it's 7 aside, so it's not as difficult as getting 11 or 15 players together on a cold Sunday morning.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
And that's probably helped as well. But I mean, the fact that it's in Thursday, it's quite late in the evening.
Role of sub as well.
Yeah,
so you can utilise players.
And utilise them. Everybody gets a chance.
But what's interesting?
Good surface. Yeah.
This season, there's been a lot of new teams that've been outside to Hamlets. So the interest is actually going outside to Hamlets, which is good for the organisers of ILFL and Shuniotid. And I think the popularity is growing. So hopefully, we can see it's growing, but we need to get that into the Sunday League, the open age, get that passion drive, because I see teams, I agree, it's more like players are not showing the same desire and passion.
Well, what I was going to say is, okay, the Vets League is doing phenomenal, but the thing is that what people must remember is the Sunday League is bread and butter. That is the league. That is what football is all about, and people must remember that. So all those teenagers, that want to play, must play, and they should play in that league first of all, because to play through, I know what Jack was saying on a Sunday, cold Sunday, but that's what football is all about, going through different weathers, summer, winter, rainy, going through the whole league and, receiving something, a full 90-minute game, testing your body as well. It's all about that.
Having said that, we've got games every Sunday now. Right, every day. Only Christmas weekend we have a week off, right? And it's becoming somewhat, I think, of a chore, and it's becoming a bit relentless. Oh, your team don't have a game, come play for me. And we're picking up a lot of overuse injuries, and we're not resting. So there's always something happening.
You say that, but
the break is required.
I may disagree with you. Yes, there's more competitions, more tournaments taking place, but you're not forced to participate, or your players are not forced to participate. They volunteer, or the team put the team in those tournaments.
A lot of teams, they do put them in because of the fear factor, and it's happened. And if you have the discussion amongst managers and coaches, you have that discussion that if we don't put a team in, my player's going to go play for someone else.
Why?
And he's not going to come back.
But before, from our
days,
days, yes, there's loyalty. You play for your club, and that was it, full stop.
That's right.
So why has that changed then?
Them days are gone.
So,
I mean, when you open the newspapers now, before you're looking about which player scored how many goals, now you're looking at who's transferring to what club. So the status quo has changed now.
So isn't that a responsibility of the team management to make sure that they have understanding before they join the club that it's a long-term commitment, for example?
I understand, but it's also, I think, leagues should take, or organisers should bear in mind that we need to have bits of our pitches are really poor. Even our pitches are so bad. Why don't we just rest the pitches for the sake of the pitches?
Defending the organisers, there's various organisations within town. Right, you've got 4 or 5 organisations, or big organisations. Obviously, they're providing a project.
That's right.
But because the demand is there, because the teams coming forward. Like yesterday, we had the Shunali Masters, 24 teams participating, and they came a lot. There were 5 teams from outside London. And on that note, obviously, congratulations to Weavers who participated. They won the Shunali Masters against Beaumont, which I was managing, and the final was very sad to do. But my point is, again, the teams had the option to participate, and 24 teams participated. They weren't forced into it.
I mean, an annual tournament, a one-off thing, pre-season tournaments, we used to have that all the time. But now if you look at it, the tournaments are going throughout the year, throughout the season all the time. A lot of the teams that play, they still got league games left. Whereas before the leagues were finished, you had a couple of weeks break, you played a few tournaments, and then you started another league after that. And you know, now it's like, it's relentless, the amount of football.
Is it a question of sort of a big organisers sort of like planning sort of a weekend, for example, having the games and stuff like that?
It could be. It could be. I mean, there's things there that I think that need to be looked at, and the organisers, they know best of what's going to benefit the clubs the best, or the players. I think the youngsters need looking after the most.
But I think
I think you could debate on this.
Yeah,
you could say there's too many tournaments, too many leagues, etc. But I think it's the team managers, if they can discipline the players and have that, bringing that loyalty back, and not be scared of losing players. If a player wants to leave, let him leave. But because of the fear factor, you want to leave, you participate, then you complain they're getting too tired. I think it's more of a responsibility for the team management to get that educated to the players and get the commitment, because you can't ask organisation not to provide a project because your players might go elsewhere.
No, that's not what I'm suggesting.
But I think it is being looked at. I think Sonali Otit in yesterday's tournament, Masters tournament, had a rule where if you register with someone, you can't come back with another play for another team. So it is being looked at, and I think all our organisations in town hamlets, the big ones, are trying to minimise that, like you were saying, because...
But then on the flip hand of that, just being devil's advocate, that now you're dictating to the players who they can play for and can't play.
It's hard.
So if that player now has a fallout with the management, or the manager does not want to select him, what's he supposed to do? Not play? Go and hang around the street corners if he's a youngster, for example? Okay, you can't do that. It's not.
It's a tricky situation, but the best thing is, at least there's a lot of teams within our hamlets itself, within London itself. At least there's a lot of organisation providing these tournaments and leagues and projects for the youth, for the community. And on that note, we're coming to the end of the show. So my thanks to Jackie from Mohammedan Sporting Club, the UK BFC 2017 champions. As we mentioned yesterday, the Masters tournament took place. Congratulations to Atik and Weavers for winning the Masters tournament. We've come to the end of the show, so my thanks to Ajmal, Koyes and Jackie. My thanks to the two boys from Ace, and well done to Ace for winning the Premiership title itself. We come to the end of the show. Thanks to the guys in the green room for helping out. Stay healthy, stay safe. We're going to finish the show now. See you next week.